Now, Tourism Minister Patricia de Lille will officially open the Kgodumodumo Dinosaur Interpretation Center at the Golden Gate, Highlands National Park. This happens today. The R120 million project, rather 120 million rand project, which is a collaboration between the Department of Tourism and SANParks, aims to enhance visitor experiences by showcasing South Africa's rich archaeological, paleontological and geological heritage through advanced scientific exhibits. For the latest now, we connect with SABC News reporter Kgodumodumo Dinosaur, who's reporting live from the Golden Gate Highlands Park in the Free State. So, Kamo, what exactly is a dinosaur interpretation center?
Well, essentially, Mxolisi, the interpretation center is where the dinosaurs have been, there's a display of them. It's essentially a new museum that the Department of Tourism is handing over to the South African National Parks this morning for the park to be able to manage this. We were here yesterday and we had a really beautiful experience just walking around the center and seeing some of the dinosaurs that are on display here. There is one that is called Kgodumodumo Dinosaur, which has been described as one of the biggest, if not the biggest animal that has ever walked planet Earth. We saw another one that has been named Lesothosaurus, which is just an amazing thing. We grew up with the stories of Kgodumodumo and Moshanyana Sankatana being told by the Basotho people as a way to hand over that legacy of the Kgodumodumo to the next generation. But I just want to bring in the Minister of Tourism, Patricia de Lille, just to talk about this legacy. Today is a big day, not only for the Department of Tourism, but also for the Basotho people who have been telling the story of the Kgodumodumo throughout the years. Just talk to us about what this center means for the department and, of course, for the Basotho people.
It really all started with a successful land claim where the Basotho community agreed with government that the land can be developed. And arising out of the settlement is a beneficiation package where the community will benefit of all the activities that's taking place here. We do have His Majesty with us also today, so that's the success of it. Over and above, it also illustrates the partnership between different government departments, Department of Dev, SANParks. We all came together to make this a reality. Because the whole intention is that, the Free State is one of those less visited provinces. And with this new tourist attraction, we will draw more visitors to come to the Free State. But as a country, it also helps us to diversify our tourism offering. The perception that we're all about safaris and things like that. We want to show these hidden gems and that there's just a lot more in terms of value for the community. This center will be the catalyst to develop the district and the province around here. With job creation, SMMEs will be benefiting. We've already trained about 15 tour guides from the local community. So I'm very excited to work with His Majesty, with the Basotho communities, with local government and provincial government to use this as an opportunity, economic development opportunity for our local communities.
I think there's a lot of excitement, in the community, and with the doors opening tomorrow for the public, what can you say they should expect when they walk into this center?
The first thing that we want to do, we want to ensure that all the schools in the area have got access to the center. We also want to ensure that the center is it's affordable for tourists and for people coming across the country. When they walk in here, there's a sense of pride of the achievement of the Basotho people. This is their land. Kefatsi belongs to them. And they can now use their own land for the benefit of the next generation and the next one to come. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Minister, for your time. Kolisi, I'm just going to also bring in the Minister for Forestries and Fisheries, Mr. Dion George, just to also talk to us about what this project means for your department in particular.
Well, it's a very exciting development. This is an example of various departments in government working together. So the Department of Tourism has been the lead here to get the centre up and running and to get money for the centre, etc. Now we will take over the centre and we will operate it on the way forward. So we're extremely excited, and very exciting also is the fact that South Africa, we want to uplift our children. We want to make sure they can learn as much as possible so that they can become everything they're capable of becoming. And this centre is one of those places. So everybody's heard about Jurassic era of dinosaurs. This is Triassic. So this is older. So our dinosaurs here in South Africa are older than the Jurassic dinosaurs, and that's extremely exciting. So it's a wonderful opportunity for our young people to come have a look and see at the amazing things we have in our country. Because here we are in the Free State, we are in the Golden Gate National Park. It is an absolute jewel here, and all over our country we've got amazing parks, and we want to make sure that our people have access to it and that we can go out in the world and be proud of everything that we have, because we are an amazing country, we're an amazing nation in the making, and here we are working together. It is an absolutely phenomenal phenomenon here. We're working with the local community, etc. So it's everybody coming together to make our country even better than it already is.
We were told yesterday that the science that is involved in this project, as well as the technology, are the latest. What should we make of that? I mean, with the museum such as this one, having the latest technology to build the models that we see here, as well as the latest science, what can we take from that?
I think we can be extremely proud of that fact, because South Africa is in fact a world leader. This is just one of the examples. So for example, also if you look at our ship, Agulhas 2, that goes to Antarctica, it goes into the Southern Ocean, it collects information that nobody else in the world knows. We are leading on that. So we are collecting science in South Africa. We've got scientists, we've got young, brilliant minds in our country, and we are telling the world things that they didn't know. And that is the amazing thing. So we've got so much to be proud of. And I think every South African today can look at this as an example of how we as a great country are not only leading in the continent but also the world. I go to many places in the world and everybody says, you know what, your country is absolutely amazing. It is, because we are one of the most mega diverse in the world, and we've got an amazing, strong, diverse nation of people, and that is the strong thing here. So today it's a celebration of that.
Thank you so much, Minister, for your time. That is very amazing. I just want to bring in also the MEC for tourism in the province. This is the man who always talks about the Free State not being a province to go through, but a province to go to. And I think today he should be very proud that this project is launching, and it will attract more people to come to the Free State and not go through the Free State. MEC, just talk to us about today.
Okay, we're very much excited as the province to have this launch taking place. You remember that I visited whilst they were still building the place. It looks so different and so exciting. So we are really inviting the locals and people around the country, the continent and the world to come and visit. We have said that tourism is also about the life experience. So coupled with the Dinosaur Center, it will be what we are going to sell as a life experience of the Basotho, which is going to be linked to this. So all the ancient stories and the ancient experiences will be shared. So we're very much excited. We're happy that ministers are here to also start and come and boost the area. Indeed, we still continue to say Free State, it's a place to go to, not a place to go through. And this center is one of those catalyst projects that is going to ensure that people come to the Free State and visit. And it is also linked with other tourist attractions. So much hidden gems around here that are still not known to the world, are still not known even to the Free Staters. So this center is going to help us to do that. So we are excited, we are happy that finally the launch is happening, and we are happy as a province that we are going to have this center, and we are going to ensure that the communities around they do benefit, as the minister have already indicated.
MEC, I think one of the biggest things today also, as we have been saying, the Basotho people, growing up with the stories of the Kgodumodumo, what message can you give to Basotho people when it comes to, you know, a pride of the nation, the stories we've been told, you know, Moshanyana Sankatana, I'm not Mosotho, so I don't know all the other stories, but I grew up among Basotho people, so I know of the, and even in the auditorium yesterday, I got a glimpse of that story of Moshanyana Sankatana and the Kgodumodumo. Tell us about the pride of the nation.
Thank you very much. I think the most important that we must do is to preserve the history of our people, in this case the Basotho people. So linking the Kgodumodumo story and Moshanyana Sankatana, it will also trace the cultural activities and the way of life of the Basotho in the province around areas that Lesotho. So it's gonna make it easy for the people to understand where is this Basotho nation coming from and what happened when they started to occupy areas, what was happening exactly in Lesotho. So you are going to have that exciting history, but at least you'll be having pictures, but having stories, because we're also going to ensure that there are people who must tell stories in a form of tour guides who will stay outside there and also tell you about just the Golden Gate. What happened with this such a beautiful discovery of the Golden Gate. So Basotho really, they are a nation that they need to be recognized. We're also trying to do something that is very spectacular with the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, to begin to talk about the kings and the queens of the Basotho. You know, because every time you see stories in the radio, you only hear about the Zulu kings or the Xhosa kings. So we're going to put this thing. So this center is also going to help us to do that.
Thank you so much for your time, MEC. Mxolisi, these are some of the stories that are coming out of the Kgodumodumo Dinosaur Interpretation Center here at the Golden Gates. As you've heard, that the dinosaurs that are here are actually dinosaurs before even the Jurassic era, so they are much older than that. So the Basotho people have a reason to celebrate today, and they have a reason to really be proud. And in the center, we have models of those particular dinosaurs, as well as fossils that were found around in the 1960s in this same area. So this is truly a place to come to. It is majestic, it is beautiful. There are murals of the dinosaurs. Later on, I hope that we'll be able to showcase some of the models that are here of these particular dinosaurs that we're talking about. With that, it's back to you.
Right, that's reporter Kamokhelo Siyekwi bringing us the latest from the Kgodumodumo Dinosaur Interpretation Center. Thanks very much indeed.